I became exactly what I wanted to. I became a millionaire at 22. Telling girls I love them and they love me too. Ooh. I don't question if they mean it cause I know they do. Started being me when I realized it was okay too. Middle school bumping Waka Flocka, Ole do. First album and I know just how it's gonna debut. Track 3 is where I tell her we gon' rendezvous. I'm signed to the gatekeepers. Don't believe the gossip cause it ain't true. Half of the dreams I had already came true. And they never told me anything I couldn't do. I got a mirror in my room I like to look into. At 17 I never thought that I would look this cute. Classmates can't believe the place I took it to. If I didn't rap that I would be a good masseuse. Fun fact, but it's a hidden talent cause she rubbing my back. All these different cities, I'm becoming sidetracked. She leaving my hotel wearing something I packed. My wardrobe spread across the whole map. Jay Wise used to book me for the open mics. Kills me when they act like this was overnight. Like we didn't do a tour in a tiny van. 8 deep at the show, it might be 8 fans. That builds character, something y'all could probably use more of. If I told the truth to her, I know she'd be tore up. They love it when I rap and I don't even put a chorus. Turkey on Tabata from the deli, shot to Moras. 30 grand to show up, we might as well pour us. Fake handshakes, we know you ain't going for us. It's something about your aura.
All right, hope y'all are doing great. It is Friday, and we're going to be talking about voice apps today. In fact, we're going to be making voice apps today, so hope y'all are ready. First up, of course, we got some announcements. As you know, releases are due by today. Of course, it's actually tomorrow at 3 a.m., but, you know, effectively today. Hope you don't stay up that late working on it. It is Good Friday. I hope y'all take some time off this weekend, eat some ham, or do whatever you want to relax a little bit. Celebrate the times if you're into that. User studies are going to be happening next week. So release is today. The point of the release, of course, is that you're going to get it out there. Now, get it out there for the user study. One point I want to make, I'll answer that question in a sec, Paul. One point I want to make is that the reason that we're releasing our apps in order to test them via user studies is that we want to go ahead and, hold on, let me make sure nothing's wrong here. All right. So the reason that we're releasing our apps in order to do user studies is that's the easiest way to deploy our apps to other people's phones. However, if you were working for a real company, you would absolutely not do it this way. You would not just release your kind of beta crappy app to the store. You would have some internal release process so that you could test it kind of secretly or in beta mode or something like that. You would never want to put an app of these qualities out on the store normally, but we're going to do it now so that we can go ahead and get some feedback from our friends and stuff like that. People are saying, what if our app is still in review and people submitted their app to publish Monday, but it's still in review? Hopefully they will be reviewed soon. Hold on a sec. Let me check something out. Time to publish app on Google Play. Let's see. What is it? All right. People are saying like it's taken around 3 days for that to happen usually. That's what I'm seeing online. So hopefully you're going to get unstuck here soon. I know maybe it's a holiday weekend. If we run into that problem where everybody still hasn't been approved by next Monday or Tuesday, then we will delay things for a week or something. Okay, so don't worry about that. You're not going to be asked to do something that you can't do. I don't know why they're backed up. Everybody's stuck in the house. They should have plenty of time to do reviews, but you know, whatever. So we'll probably do user studies next week. We may or may not be doing those from the App Store. Thank you to everybody for telling me that you're having problems with the App Store or pushing those out. If we don't do them from the App Store, the way we'll do them is you'll run them, you know, on your own computer, and you're just going to have to get somebody to maybe remote screen share and click around on your computer, or, you know, actually be there if you have like a roommate or somebody you're comfortable being around, you know. people are asking, shall we just submit the review screenshot instead of the screenshot to the App Store? Absolutely, that would be great. So what Cole is suggesting there, submit the review screenshot instead of the screenshot to the App Store. That would be great. Yeah, Chrome Remote Desktop would be a great way to run a user study if we don't have them deployed by next week. Making sure I'm not skipping anybody's question here. All right, great points so far. Now, again, commits will count at the end. You're going to need to have those commits. You know, I'm not checking them this particular deliverable, but I will check them probably next deliverable. So it's something I'd encourage you to just keep on top of. Make sure you're committing every so often. If you haven't committed by now, for instance, for the semester, you're in real trouble. That is really bad. You should definitely try and commit. So yeah, just, you know, get back on track with the commits. You can still save yourself if you start committing now, of course, but you're going to want to commit. All right, enough about that. Now for today, we're going to be using and learning how to use VoiceFlow, and we're going to do that so that we can kind of mock up some voice applications. This is something we're going to turn in on Gradescope. So kind of the easiest way to learn about this is just to watch the basic tutorial on YouTube here. It's a short one. We're going to watch it. Then we're going to start doing this via a Warmup. Check it out. Here we go. Pay close attention.
Hi there, I'm Mark and welcome to VoiceFlow. VoiceFlow makes it easy to design, prototype, and build voice apps with little or no code. And over the next couple of tutorial videos, you're going to learn how to do just that for Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Great, so we can go to voiceflow.com and you can get started for free. So here we are on the VoiceFlow canvas. Now the VoiceFlow canvas is where we are going to be building our project together. And you can tell it's a highly interactive design canvas, very similar to what you would have on an Adobe XD or Sketch or Figma or really any other design tool. You can scroll in and out, and you can move around the canvas with your trackpad. On the left, we have a bunch of different steps that we can use to actually create our conversation. And we can drag and drop these onto the canvas, with each of these steps representing a different piece of functionality. In the top left, we have the ability to go between our design, our prototype, and our build tab. Design is where we'll actually be building our conversation. Prototype is where we can quickly test out our conversation in the browser, and build is where we can go ahead and submit our project to either the Amazon Alexa Skill Store or the Google Action Store. Going back to our design canvas, we have in the top right the ability to actually upload our project to our Alexa or Google Assistant device, the ability to share a live prototype or invite collaborators, and the ability to switch between building for Amazon Alexa or the Google Assistant. Now let's go ahead and actually build a simple project. So I'm going to delete the first block that we had, and we can go into our block bar here, which we can also lock and unlock depending on our preference. And we can pick out our first piece of functionality now. I'm going to pick out the speak block, which is the most basic block in VoiceFlow, and this controls what the assistant says to the user. So with our speak block, you can now see we have two blocks on the canvas. We have the home and the speak. The home block is the start of our project, and it cannot be deleted. This is where our project, as we mentioned, will begin. As you can see right here, we have Alexa open my first project, and this is what the user will actually say to open your app. From here, we could link this up, and this is going to be the first place that your project goes once it is launched. So, in our speak block, I'm going to say, welcome to VoiceFlow. Would you like to go left or go right? We can actually test how this would sound.
Welcome to VoiceFlow. Would you like to go or go right?
Oh, I forgot to say left. There we go. Now we can actually change the voice and try out different accents as well. So maybe we'll try a British voice.
Welcome to VoiceFlow. Would you like to go left or go right?
And we can also add effects as well. So we can change the speech rate, we can change the volume. So let's try and make Brian say this very slowly.
Welcome to Voice Flow. Would you like to go left or go right?
That's great. Now, if we wanted to, we could use a custom MP3 file or any kind of custom audio file where we can either stream it from a link such as a Dropbox, or we could go ahead and simply upload it from our computer. However, we're not going to use an MP3 for this video. We're just going to use the text-to-speech from the assistant. So if we want to delete a step, we can go ahead and drag down to delete. If we did want to have an audio file and we wanted this to play sequentially, so we wanted the audio file to play first, followed by the text-to-speech, we can drag it above. But again, we're not going to do it for this video, so I'm going to drag it down and delete that step. Okay, great. So now we're asking the user a choice. Would you like to go left or would you like to go right? We can go over to our step menu on the left and we can pull out a choice block where the user can then go ahead and make a choice. Now we can either drop this immediately into a combined block where these steps will play sequentially, or we could drag this step out onto the canvas where it will be its own block. Now functionally, if I wanted to link these up, this would be the same as if I were to drop this below. So you could either have this choice block as its own step, or you could have it beneath the speak block and it would work the exact same. They would both play back to back. Now in this case, I'm going to have it as a combined block as it's easier on the eyes and it's much more organized. Now in our choice block on the right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create an intent. If you're new to conversation design, you've got nothing to worry about. We'll take it nice and slow and I will walk you through this. An intent is a way for a user to state their intention. It's essentially a collection of phrases that are going to be useful for the assistant determining what the user wants and what to do next. So in this case, the user is going to have two options for what they want to do. They want to go right or they want to go left. So I'm going to create an intent that is go right. And I'm going to create another path with another intent that's going to be go left. Now in this intent, you can see that we have utterances. And so we can collapse this go right intent and this go left intent to clearly see what we're doing here. Now, in the utterances section for go right, we want to add different variations of what the user might say to go right. So they could say, I want to go right. They could say go right, or they could just say right. We can now collapse this and we can go down to left and do the same thing. I want to go left, or just left. Great. So now we have created two different intents, and you can actually see on our choice block, we have a go right and we have a go left path. And each of these has their own separate path arrow. So what we can do now is we can pull out two more speak blocks, and we can actually rename these by right-clicking. I'm going to rename this go right. There we go. Go right, and we'll rename this one go left. And we can actually link these up. So now we'll quickly say what the assistant will say if the user says go right.
Do you guys get it yet? Or should I finish this video?
You went right.
Let me know in the chat.
And here we'll say, hooray, you went left. Great. So now we have a really simple interaction. The user is going to say, Alexa, open my first project, where they're then going to be brought to a speak block, and then it's going to say, welcome to VoiceFlow. Would you like to go left?
All right, sorry, I was getting bored. I assume maybe you were too. I think you get the idea, right? What I'm going to do, though, just to make sure is, well, I mean, you could just Google VoiceFlow and check it out if you got questions. So, all right, that's what we're doing. We're going to voiceflow.com. We're making these things. Today, for a warm-up, I want you to make an app that asks you, the user, for your favorite musician. If the answer is Justin Bieber, it should congratulate you in some way or give a positive feedback. Otherwise, it should scold you and maybe try and convince you that Justin Bieber is the way. You can also use different artists if you prefer. Maybe one from your generation. I don't know. That's just the one that I thought of. Put the URL in the chat when you're done. I'm going to give you all just a couple minutes to get this going. Just maybe like 5, at most 10 minutes because we're going to move on to a harder one here in a sec. Play some tunes for you while we're doing this. If the tunes end up being too distracting, let me know and I'll turn them down. All right, go out and get it.
No.
Put the URL in the chat when you're done. I would recommend using Alexa. You can use Google Assistant if you want. You're going to put the URL to share it with me.
My name is Jack Harlow. This is NPR Tiny Desk, and today I brought a few friends with me. My debut album, That's What They All Say, is out now, and I think we're gonna get into a few songs that I never performed before. Let's go. What? We got room. Yeah. First name, last name, date of birth. Make a bad bitch sign paperwork. Once the ink dries, can't say a word. Just another day at work. Even though I love you, you should say it first. She in med school, I wanna date a nurse. I know you've been hurt, I don't wanna make it worse, but I know that I'm liable to make it worse, oh yeah. Oh my, she's so fly, 9 to 5, but she wanna be somebody. I can tell you need somebody, put that thing on me cause I need somebody. Girl, I'm at the 21C, come find me. I want you to be the one I keep beside me. Baby, don't stop, can you keep massaging? I know that you probably think I keep somebody. Yeah, but that's besides the point. Got the windows tinted, can't find your boy. Lock it down, had the hours at a private joint. Listen, they treat me different in the city, I'm the pride and joy. Got a couple old flames that I'm trying to avoid. Got a couple things with me she ain't tried before. Well, what you waiting on? Hey, oh my, she's so fly, 9 to 5, but she wanna be somebody. I can tell you need somebody, put that thing on me cause I need somebody. Girl, I'm at the 21C, come find me. I want you to be the one I keep beside me. Baby, don't stop, can you keep massaging? I know that you probably did. First name, last name, date of birth. Make a bad bitch sign paperwork. Once the ink dries, can't say a word. Just another day at work. Even though I love you, you should say it first. She in med school, I wanna date a nurse. I know you've been hurt, I don't wanna make it worse, but I know that I'm liable to make it worse, so yeah. Listen, I played you my first hit before it dropped. You were in the driver's seat and I was on the aux. You made a stank face, that's how I knew it was hot. Looking back, I gotta wonder if you would've thought that my life would've changed like this. That every station in America would play my shit. That I would do a remix and I could take my pick of any rappers that I wanted and they get on the shit. I can't imagine you did the way you said. Ain't no way that I don't have a new bitch. And it ain't fair cause you know I got a whole lot of friends that's gonna tell me who they see you on the avenue with. Hold on, the playing field ain't level, that's how I engineered it. You don't know when I'ma pop up in when I'm disappearing. Lately it's been something how I'm really liking your spirit. While it's laying, made the beat and Nicky John and generic. Hey, she ain't flying the spirit. She's a Delta bitch, not the kind with the pyramids. You got something that I'm trying to experience. Leaving comments, got them all getting curious. Couple phone calls, now we calling it serious. I say I'm in love when I fall for appearances. It's a lot of clubs trying to call for appearances. Last one I did, I caught a vibe with the bottom girl. Told her that I'm leaving, but I'll call when I'm here again. That was West Virginia, don't know when I'll be there again. People in my circle wondering when I'll be arrogant. Feel like they can't wait to say I stepped out of character. She said that she wanted me to take care of her. She said she want me to London in person. She said do your thing long as I don't embarrass her. Damn, I ain't even get the test on my character, come on. She ain't flying the spirit. She's a Delta bitch, not the kind with the pyramids. You got something that I'm trying to experience. Leaving comments, got them all getting curious. Couple phone calls, now we calling it serious. I say I'm in love when I fall for appearances. It's a lot of clubs trying to call for appearances. Last one I did, I caught a vibe with the bottle girl. way we drifted, but we both inside this party and we lived it. So what's up? I'ma sip my drink and crack a big smile just to see if I can still get you, cause it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute now. Your friends just started listening to my music, but I've been in style. You said that I play too much, but we both know I've been a child. Asked you when you got to town, you said that you've been in town. That's fucked up. So you just wasn't gonna hit me? Looking like this, you thought it wasn't gonna tempt me? I'm sorry, but you ain't gotta bar me up. You should come and step into my world just like Narnia. I won't do no harm to you. Come on, let's find a quiet spot. How's your sister and your niece? Does she still cry a lot? Who you talking to now? Are y'all about to tie a knot? Hope not. Speak now, hold your peace, cause I will make that show stop. Remember back when I would come and spend the night at your house? Wake up by myself in bed, cause you be at the stovetop. Walk inside the kitchen, put my hands on... Let me stop, please excuse me. I know these are heavy thoughts. A man's greed can't see the things that he's already got. Fucked it up between us cause I wanted you in every thought. Things would only worsen when you let me rock. Your bestie tried to warn you, but you told her that he said he stopped. You used to say her man was trash and tell me about the way he'd act. I would shake my head until I realized I'm the same as that. Now I wonder, did she tell her man that I'm a trash dude? And would he shake his head until he realized he was trash too? I know this reunion's unexpected, but it's past due. At least if you ask me, I won't ask you. I won't ask you. I know you hate the way we drifted, but we both inside this party and we lived it. So what's up?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so I forgot that YouTube doesn't allow you to share links. They're a little uptight about that. When you're ready, put your links right here in Minty. Put your links right here in Minty. When we get maybe a couple of them, we'll start looking at them. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And looks like we got at least 3 or 4 here. Let's see if I can actually get to these. All right, let's see. Hello. I'm not sure how to use this right now. All right, that one's not working for me. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me try another one. Let's see if I can get any of these to work for us.
Hello, who is your favorite artist?
MC Hammer. I might have to actually just type here. So let's go for MC Hammer.
That's wrong. Shame on you.
The shame. The shame. Let's see what else we got. See if I can get a couple more. Make sure all y'all knew what you're doing so far. Yeah, that URL looks a little weird. Make sure you're using the sharing URL. It's in the upper right.
What is your favorite musician? How
Oops.
dare you not say Justin Bieber?
I meant to say Bobby there.
Congratulations.
All right. Good, good. All right, I think y'all are getting the basics. Let's do one more just for fun. These are funny. Last one before we move on to the real deal, the one that y'all will be also turning in today.
Hello. Who is your favorite artist? I'm sorry. I don't think you meant to say that. Try again.
Okay. And one thing that's cool here is that it is like, you know, it's not just one and done.
Congrats. You're right.
I can make multiple guesses. So really cool. Got some maybe error handling or continuing on the conversation here. A little bit of thought has been put into it. Okay, great. So now what we're doing is we're going to do a real app, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to make an app that allows you to set reminders, okay? The key input for this app is going to be day, time, and topic. But you can also add details about it. The point of this app, of course, there's alarm apps, and I use alarm apps like on my phone and everywhere, you know, on Alexas and stuff all the time. The difference here is that this is going to be an alarm, but it's also going to remind you what the heck you were supposed to be doing. A lot of times I'll make alarms. I'm kind of a busy guy, got too much going on, and then the alarm goes off, and I'm like, I have no idea what that alarm's for. It'd be great if I could make alarms and then they would go off and then they would maybe even kind of remind me, hey, this is at least the topic that you had of your alarm. And then if I'm still confused, it could tell me exactly, you know, maybe some details that I wanted to know about it. So this is what you're going to be making in the workflow today. Get it done, and then you're going to be uploading it on Gradescope, but not quite yet. So what I want you to do is I'm going to add another slide so you can put you can upload the URL right here. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to give y'all about 10 minutes to work on this, maybe something like that. And then hopefully we can review a couple of them in class right here. All right, get it happening. I'm going to see if I can find some Mac Miller Tiny Desk Concert for you. And let me know if you got questions.
Yeah, the world is so small till it ain't. I'm building up a wall till it breaks. She hate it when I call and it's late. I don't want to keep you waiting.
Question, what kind of link?
I hope
Not
I
sure what
never
you're saying, but
waiting.
here's what I'm talking about.
But I don't. Why you always at the mall when you're broke? And I just wanna ball, maybe dunk, but I've never been tall. Yeah, I might trip, I never fall. God knows I came close. Don't try this at home. I know I probably need to do better. Fuck whoever, keep my
Remember,
shit
here is
together.
the share button.
You never told me being
That's how
rich
you
was
share
so
it.
lonely.
Copy link.
Nobody know
Share
me.
it.
Oh well, hard
All
to
right,
complain.
you'll be doing
for a
that in Minty.
five-star hotel. I'm always in the
Right
rush.
here.
I've been thinking too much, but
the URL
keep it
right
on
there.
The hush. No one need to know, just us. That's
Now,
really all it takes.
I'll be looking into see if I can figure out how to put more than one choice real quick.
Today, yeah. The world is so small till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, yeah. I'm building up a wall till it break, till it break, till it break, till it break, yeah. She hate it when I call, and it's late, and it's late, and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting. got a bad attitude, playing till I'm out of moves. No need for shame. I get
You're
my
not
moves,
actually going to
those
be
leads. Go beat the
making
game.
a reminder on
It's
anything,
cold in my
but I
veins.
do want you
Below
to do
freezing,
some kind of
snow
confirmation with the
season.
user.
They
So you don't need to
doped it
make
up, so need my space.
that actual
Don't
reminder,
wanna grow old, so I smoke just
but you
in
do need to
case.
confirm with the user
She
some
say
details.
that I glow below the waist in the stroke, that's just so PGA. All I got is a little bit of space and time, drawing shapes and lines of a world we made yet. Tomorrow may be right around the corner, but I swear it's gonna be worth it if I make you pay yet. There's somewhere above you, keep reaching up. That's really all it takes. We don't need nothing but today, 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 yeah. The world is so small, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, yeah. I'm building up a wall, until it break, till it break, till it break, till it break, yeah. She hate it when I call, and it's late, and it's late, and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting, waiting. Nine times out of 10 I get it wrong. That's why I wrote this song. Tell myself to hold on. I can feel my fingers slipping in a motherfucking instant I'll be gone. Do you want it all if it's all mediocre? Staring at the wall in a wall full of posters. Looking at my dreams, who I wanna be. I guess you gotta see it to believe. Oh, I've been a fool, but it's cool, that's what human beings do. Keep your eyes to the sky, never glued to your shoes. Guess there was a time when my mind was consumed, but the sun coming out now, clouds start to move. Don't tell me nothing but the truth. I'm tired, I don't got a spare second. Win or lose, I don't keep count, nobody checking. Thank you, guys. That's Thundercat on the shaker. Beautiful job, bro. It's beautiful. All right. I think I'm.
All right, just to further clarify, for those of you that are confused, we are making an app to set reminders. The key input to this app is day, time, and topic. You'll also want to have some input of details there if you get to it, but day, time, and topic is the most important things. You're probably going to have to figure out how to store things, for instance, store variables. That's something that we didn't go over in class, but remember that's something, slots that we're going to definitely need to think about doing. So yeah, you're gonna want to like get that information from the user, and then maybe even repeat them back to the user to kind of confirm what's going down. Let me know if you have any concrete questions. Otherwise, enjoy some tunes.
I'm supposed to talk in between, but I don't know. Let's just like stand here and exchange looks. I mean, that's All right. Oh yeah, this song's called "What's the Use." That was called "Small Worlds." All right, that's enough talking. We're good. Solid. You've heard enough. All right. we colder than the breeze, but the breeze ain't flowing like me. Motherfucker, hold up. You don't need to hold up. And I can show you what it seems, what it is, what it.
All right, and I'm seeing, just looking at this real quick, maybe storing the answers is a little harder than I thought. So really just getting the day, the time, and the topic is good. You know, just walking through the user interaction is good. I wouldn't worry too much about saving it unless you figure that out already. So we're just going through the basics of how this kind of interaction would go. We're not super interested in error checking or actually setting an alarm. So just get through the basics of how you would ask the user these things, and that's what we're doing.
Truly might be nothing that you know of. And you don't need to hold up. Cause I'm so above and beyond. Take drugs to make it up, way up where we on. Space shuttle Elon. Time we don't waste much. Fuck when we wake up. Then I have her sang just like Celine Dion. Catch me if you can, but you never catch me. Damn. Whole lot of yes I am. All the way in with no exit plan. Already left in the jet, don't land. Yeah, the time is ticking. Come take a ride, get inside. This is highly different. I'm talking fly, got a pilot with him. Yeah, cannot mind my business. Why you tripping? Give you something that your eyes can witness. Ooh, you're too close. I don't understand why you're doing the most. You can love it, you can leave it. This ain't nothing without it. Yeah, don't let them keep you down. What if I don't need it? There's something about it, and that just freaks me out. Yeah, I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little, what's the use? Yeah. Yeah. Never superficial, you gon' know it when it hit you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'ma give you what you came for.
All right, the URLs are open. Put in your URLs if you're starting to get something done. No worries if you're not there yet.
Say that they spend money. When I had nothing, shit, it wasn't so funny. Made a promise to the homies, nobody go hungry. Look how far we came. Still they throwing dirt on my name, but it never worried my brain. Heads turning like a hurricane, swerving till the sun get up out of my shade. They don't get the picture, cut them out of that frame. Shit, I'm up 30 down, mile plus change. It's been a while, but I'm down till I'm out, and it is what it is till it ain't.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can love it, you can leave it. This ain't nothing without it. Don't let them keep you down. What if I don't need it? Something about it that just freaks me out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little, what's the use? Yeah. Yeah. Never superficial, you gon' know it when it hit you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice, yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Make a little bit more noise for Thundercat one time, you know what I mean?
What would you like me to call the event?
Make a little more noise for Mac.
What day? What
Yeah.
time?
How's your day? How we doing? We doing
Set
good?
a reminder jump
That's
around
good.
at 5 p.m.
That's
on
nice.
today.
I'm good. Solid, wherever that came from. I'm doing really solid. Doing really solid. Yeah. All right. Banter. I really wanted to have strings for this song because this one just means a lot to me off the album. And we weren't going to be able to travel with strings, so we sent these guys sheet music. And this is
Welcome.
actually our first
What would you
time.
like to do
we just
today?
played it together for the first time like 20 minutes ago, so thank you.
I'm
guys.
sorry, I did not catch that. Would you leave?
It's a beautiful thing, man. Music is a beautiful thing. All right. Music is a beautiful thing. Man. It's a beautiful thing, baby. It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something about music. It's beautiful. All right. Oh, God. All right, let's do it.
Which day would you like to be reminded? What time? What am I reminding you of? Done. What day do you want to set your workout reminder for? Okay, what time? What is your workout focus? Okay, your reminder is set for I don't want to work out at 2 p.m., focusing on feet.
Yeah. I don't need to lie no more. Nowadays, all I do is shine, take a breath and ease my mind. Yeah, she don't cry no more. She tell me that I get her high, cause an angel's supposed to fly. And I ain't asking
What
why
day do you
no
want to
more.
set your reminder for?
You know, I take it if it's mine, I don't stay inside the lines. It ain't 2009
What time do you
no
want to
more.
set the reminder for?
Yeah, I know what's behind that door. Okay, you gotta jump in to swim. Yeah. The light was dim and this life is sin. Now every day I wake up and breathe. Yeah. I don't have it all, but that's alright with me. Take it nice and easy. Took a flight to see me. Send you back home with a light that's beaming. My whole team about to figure it out. We ice cold, that's what winter about. And sometimes, I wish I took a simpler route. Instead of having demons that's as big as my house. Have a ball with it, dribble and
Hello,
bounce.
what day would you like to set your reminder?
Until they kicking me out. Yeah.
Okay, what
Isn't
time
it
on
funny
Friday
we
would
can
you
make
like
a
to
lot
set
of
your
money?
reminder?
Buy a
Okay,
lot of
I
things
will
just to
remind you
feel
at
a
2
lot of
p.m.
ugly.
What
Yeah.
would you like to name your
I
reminder?
was yay high and muddy.
Okay,
Looking
I will
for
remind
what
you
was
on
looking for
Friday
me.
at 2 p.m. about
I
that.
don't need to lie no more. Nowadays, all I do is shine, take a breath and ease my mind. Yeah, she don't cry no more. She tell me that I get her.
All right. Let's just check out a few. I know y'all are probably still working, most of you. I'm gonna reset these. All right. So let's just see how these go. You're gonna see some common problems, some common good things, things like that.
Which
All
day
right.
would you like to be reminded?
Which day? All right. We'll start off with the obvious things that we're probably not doing.
What time?
So like I just put in garbage, it's not doing any validation. Anytime you're really going to do this kind of stuff, like if you were going to make a real thing, you'd have to do error validation. Obviously in 5 minutes, you probably can't do that, but just something to keep in mind. Let's start again.
Which day would you like to be reminded?
All right, which day? Let's say Friday. Friday,
What time?
2 p.m.
What am I reminding you of?
Take out the trash.
Done.
Okay, so any thoughts on this particular one? Any thoughts on this particular one? Anybody got any thoughts? Hit me up in the chat. Remember, we're being constructive. We're being nice. We know that this is time constrained. Constrained. Any thoughts on how you might improve this one? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Any thoughts on how you might improve this one? Hit me up in the chat. Right. So I think the main thing, I mean, in general, again, we're time constrained, so this is pretty good. The thing, though, that sticks out to me is that done is not telling me what I did. And, like, you know, when you're doing voice input, confirming things and avoiding errors is very important. So I'd probably want to have at least a repeat of the time and the day. All right. Let's check out another one.
What day do you want to set your workout reminder for?
Okay, so let's say Tuesday.
Okay, what time? What is your workout focus? Okay, your reminder is set for Tuesday at 3 p.m., focusing on legs.
All right. Any thoughts on this particular one? Any thoughts? Let me know in the chat. Any thoughts, good or bad? Let me know in the chat. Any thoughts, good or bad? Straight and to the point. Reading the details is great. Detailed, which is good. So yeah, I think this one, you know, again, I think it's great in general, especially given our time. I thought the focus on workout is interesting. So it's two thoughts here. You know, having a reminder just for workouts could be important. You know, like it's just a specific type of workout, but I don't know if this is ever going to be an app, right? Because, you know, this could just as easily focus on any kind of reminder. So I don't know if it makes sense to have like a workout reminder. Maybe you just use regular reminders. Just something to think about as you think about the overall user experience. You do not, question in the chat, you do not need to figure out how to save variables. This is just, some people have very quickly figured that out. Great for you. This is just to get you thinking about how people design these apps. Here's the final one we're going to look at.
Hello, what day would you like to set your reminder?
Today.
Okay, what time on today would you like to set your reminder? Okay, I will remind you at 3 p.m. What would you like to name your reminder? Okay, I will remind you on today at 3 p.m. about pizza.
All right, any thoughts on this? Any thoughts on this particular one? I see something that I'm going to comment on. So some people are saying that it sounds good, and in general, it's good for sure. But think about it. Would you, as a person, would you say, okay, what time on today would you like to set your reminder? Does that sound like a natural phrase? Is that how you would speak? Yes or no? Does that sound natural to y'all? It's a serious question. How delayed am I? What time on today would you like to set your reminder? Does that sound natural? Hello, hello. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know. I'm genuinely curious. Does that sound normal to you? Okay, what time on today would you like to set your reminder? Okay, good. I thought I was going crazy. So here's what I did there, right? Like this is a little subtle, but this is the kind of questions that you are going to be, these are the kinds of edge cases, let's say, you're going to deal with when you design these kinds of things. The person asked, hello, what day would you like to set your reminder for? And because I knew they were probably expecting me to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I said instead today, which is a perfectly valid thing to say, but it's not what they were expecting. They expected to reply with, okay, what time on Friday would you like to set your reminder? Which sounds good. But because I said today, it said, okay, what time on today would you like to set your reminder? Which sounds crazy. And so the point I'm trying to bring up here is whoever did this, you did a good job, especially given the time constraints. But when we build a real one of these voice apps, you have to deal with all these edge cases. There's going to be lots of thinking behind the scenes. The utterances, when you deal with voice, right? You can't just do fill in the blank. It sounds like Mad Libs. You have to put a little bit of thought into how you respond to people. So y'all are starting to get the kind of flow of these, but now you're starting to run into the natural language issues that are going to come up when you try and respond to somebody using variables, right? English language is kind of jacked up from a logical point of view, and so it's going to screw up a lot of your answers. You're going to have to work around that. Okay, great job today. This one was a little bit of a fun day to get you thinking with how to do these voice ones. Let me make sure. Okay, so I have questions. Y'all can put in any questions that you have here in Mentimeter. Main thing I want you to know before you go, that's the end of lecture for today, but in Gradescope, you're going to need to submit just a short video of you using your app. You can make that with your phone. You can make that using screen recording. I don't care. Just a little bit of proof that you did it. And for those of you that may have thought this is felt like a little bit of off topic or a little bit of, not wasted time, but a little bit off topic. This is a core user experience that is happening now and will happen more and more in the future. So it's something I definitely wanted to touch on. We're not going to go any deeper with it necessarily, but the fact that you should be familiar with voice flow, because that is something you may see again, especially on perhaps a final test. So if you did today's exercise, good for you, because you might see that again. And that's it for today. Any questions you have, go ahead and put them in Menti. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Great Easter. If you're celebrating that, eat some ham and devil eggs or whatever you're into. And I will see y'all again on Wednesday. Check it easy. Take it easy. Questions in Menti if you have any. Otherwise, I'm going to drop off here in just a second.
High, 'cause an angel's supposed to fly. I ain't asking why no more. I know I take it if it's mine now. Stay inside the lines. It ain't 2009 no more.
People asking, can I demo my VoiceFlow apps on my own Google Home? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can upload them to your Google Home or your Alexa. I think that's a free feature of VoiceFlow. I haven't tried that lately, so I don't know if it's still free. But I'd encourage you to do that because it's a lot of fun. I've done that with my kids. You can get it to say their names and say funny stuff to them. So it's a fun way to mess with your family or your roommates or whatever. Somebody's asking, what are we turning into Gradescope today? Well, just check it out on Gradescope. It walks you through what you need to turn in, but I think I said just a video of your app. I'll double check. Let's look at Studio Day 5. It is... Oops, that is somebody's. But yeah, it's just a video of you using your app, which you made in VoiceFlow. What do we put in place of the URL for our app? You put the URL. So if you'll see, I'll show you, but somebody's asking, what do we do with the URL? Here's what you do. You hit share, copy link. That's what you're putting in there. Let me know if you got any other questions. Otherwise, I'm about to drop off here. I take it if it's mine. I don't stay inside the lines. It ain't 2009 no more. Yeah, I know what's behind that door. All right. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you later. See you on Monday. Have a great day. See y'all.